We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the room. Tonight, we're going to take a deep dive into the grand jury testimony connected to the murder of Nipsey Hussle and the prosecution of Eric R. Holder Jr. This room is going to be a legal document analysis room, meaning we'll be focusing on public records, sworn testimony, and documented timelines rather than speculation. I didn't know the cameras inside the Marathon clothing store actually recorded.
Huh?
I didn't know that.
So they do work.
I didn't know the detectives had a search warrant for it and actually the DVRs. I didn't know that either.
Oh.
I didn't know that the DVRs were missing out of the DVRs.
Huh?
If you're in the goo, used to the rooms where people just debate and argue opinions, this ain't the room for you. Tonight, a little bit more structure. We're going to walk through the timeline of the murder again. Now we're going to present the sworn statements because we have the actual grand jury testimony. We're going to teach you guys about the grand jury and why technically we never ever get any grand jury testimony. So now that we do have it, let's kind of look at the grand jury. Then Herman Douglas's Cowboy's actual grand jury testimony. This is separate from his testimony on the stand during the trial. This is what he told the grand jury. Two separate things. We're also going to get into witness one testimony, and witness one is she's a Lyft driver, the one that allegedly drove him to the murder. So we're going to get into her testimony, what she said. So once again, this is grand jury testimony. Witness one had immunity. So y'all ping up and share the room. You already know what we do over here. Before we get into the details, let me explain how the room is going to run. We got a couple of segments. We're going to break down the events leading up to the shooting. I already told you guys about the witness testimony we're going to go over. And the alleged motive. Believe it or not, the prosecution and the defense had the same motive for the murder, which is pretty interesting when you think about it, right? They both do not dispute that Nipsey Hussle called Eric Holder a snitch. And that was a heated conversation. At certain points, I'm going to open the stage for questions you guys already know. Critical thinking skills, reading comprehension is 101, especially with legal records. On March 31st, 2019, Nipsey Hussle was outside his clothing store at the Marathon Plaza. This was not unusual. One thing in the paperwork we're going to find out was that he would frequent that store between 3 to 4 times a week and sit in that parking lot regularly. So when people talk about the random occurrence of one Nipsey Hussle being at the store that day, it's not so random that he's there if that person's there 3 to 4 weeks around the same time. They also speak about how he takes his daughter to school or something like that. So hey, he's there between 3 to 4 times a week in front of the Marathon store regardless, just for context. The man ultimately accused him was Eric Holder Jr. According to witness testimony presented to investigators, Holder was someone who knew Nipsey from the neighborhood. This was not a situation where prosecutors argued that the shooter was a stranger. Instead, the narrative presented to the grand jury suggested that this was a personal encounter between two individuals, particularly gang members, both from the rolling 60s, familiar with each other. Witnesses told investigators that early that day, Holder approached Nipsey near the Marathon store and began speaking with him. Now, a little bit of foreshadowing, because I've actually seen the video, we see the camera feed of Eric Holder riding up in the passenger seat with old girl, and then the grand jury paperwork, Cali, that's where it's discussed that Nipsey Hussle says is that shitty. Once he basically parks, he walks up to Nipsey Hussle, and that's when the quote-unquote heated conversation occurs. And there's actual video of that, Cali, and I'm going to show that today. First time you guys are going to see it, salute.
Oh, right? Yeah.
So during that conversation, a topic reportedly came up that carries serious implications in street culture. Rumors of cooperation with law enforcement. What you're going to hear is you're going to hear the witness say that it was the opposite, that Eric Holder was accusing Nipsey Hussle of some snitching. but she couldn't really make up what was going on. It was a heated conversation. And then you have numerous witnesses testifying that it was the opposite, that Nipsey Hussle was accusing Eric Holder of snitching. So which one do you believe? Do you believe Herman Douglas Cowboy that says it wasn't a heated conversation? Or do you believe witness one, who's the Lyft driver, that said that it was? And when you watch the video, you can determine for yourself if that's a heated conversation or not, depending on the body language. Explaining why the grand jury is so important, right? This is where the legal side begins. Before a criminal case goes to trial, prosecutors have to establish probable cause. One way to do that is to select the grand jury proceeding. It's not a trial. There is no defense attorney present, no judge deciding the guilt, and no jury determines innocence or guilt. Instead, the grand jury job is simply to answer one question. Is there enough evidence to charge someone with the crime? Witnesses are brought in. Sometimes, if not all times, are given immunity to testify. And they testify under oath. The investigators present all of their evidence that they have at the time. And the grand jury decides whether the prosecution case can move forward and that person would get indicted or not. All right, y'all sit back, get your popcorn real quick, represent.
I guess the comment of, how folks speculated about whoever bought them, because I initially thought that as well, that whoever bought them knew that he was what he was going to do. And for her to get out and take a picture and then, he have her double back and she not know, that was crazy.
And then she ended up being witness one. We do have her grand jury testimony. You want to present that as well? Want to read what she actually had to say?
Yeah.
And that's basically, you can see her whole testimony to kind of see. She also said a couple of more things just to add. She said that was the first time that Eric Holder ever basically had his shirt off, that she can remember that since she's known him. She also his idea to go to the Master Burger to get some food that day. So context-wise, in the Tubi video, and salute to get right in the chat, in that video, you can see that white car with him in it pull up right in front of Nipsey Hussle initially, right, and drive towards the Master Burger, and he gets out. So context-wise, he has his guns under his shirt inside the car. So that's where the random occurrence comes in. In your head, does that make sense? Does it not make sense? Is that how he normally moves in that neighborhood? No guns on him? Shirtless? She said that's the first time that he's ever off like that.
Damn.
Go back to the Black Sound conversation about the rest of throw off, all of that X, Y, and Z. Talked to DVS yesterday. Why is the red shirt important? Is it normal for someone like him to walk around? What would have happened with the red shirt if he would have walked into Nipsey Hussle initially with the red shirt on? They still would have recognized him, right? Because the first thing that Nipsey Hussle said was, "Is that shitty?" So that's why we're just having that conversation. Why is the red shirt important? I don't think it is. But the fact that he pulls up, no shirt over the guns in the car, I think that is important.
Yeah, it is.
That shows intent.
So from the way that it sounds, he didn't even know what he was going to do that day. Or did he?
So that's where the grand jury, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, Rose. That's where the grand jury testimony kind of makes sense but doesn't. He doesn't know what he's gonna do that day, but at minimum, you got Cowboy testifying that Nipsey is in that same spot 3 to 4 times a week anyway. That make any sense?
Okay, so he knew it was a chance that he was.
There's at least I'm gonna say 60% he gonna be there.
So
around the same time.
The reason the reason why they were arguing that day been brought up before? I mean, did he? Because it was Nipsey called him a snitch, right? And that's what he was mad at.
Right.
Did he call him one before that day, or just when he just was like, "What's up?"
So this is where the grand jury kind of answers that question, Rose.
Okay. So I'm gonna just sit back.
No, I got you. I'm saying in the grand jury testimony, I can tell you now. In the grand jury testimony, when Nipsey says, "Is that shitty?" Basically, they're saying it. Why does he say that? Because they haven't seen shitty in years. That makes sense.
which is dumb because Shitty was in jail for a couple years prior to that incident.
So they're basically saying that that's the first time that he's seen Shitty. So there couldn't have been no fade with Shitty the week prior. There couldn't have been no he knew Shitty back and forth and had an issue before, according to the grand jury testimony, girls. What up, Keita?
What up, brother?
So that kind of answers that question. No fade.
Right.
No prior back and forth. And then he's in jail, so is he talking about this case that he's just off of jail on? Got this paperwork on? You heard the prosecutor. So Jay is saying they would have got on him for the red shirt. So looking at the video, he hops out the car, walks up to Nipsey, has that conversation with him. We're just simply asking that question just for the sake of the conversation. If he has that red shirt on, is that conversation different? Look who's in the parking lot. It's Rampaw, and then it's the Kerry Lathan nigga with his nephew who's there to get a shirt, and then there's Cowboy. So you tell me who else is packing them out. Because that's where the grand jury testimony comes in. How many niggas you think Nipsey really had over there? And Cowboy ain't strapped. Rampaw ran.
The Rampaw was going though.
Rampaw ran the minute he got shot.
He not built like that.
Okay, he fast though.
That's
That nigga fast as shit. Came back though, and then the Kerry nigga got hit off the rip, and then his nephew got hit off the rip. So
that's
who
my
else was
uncle.
around? Sorry.
That's my. He old, so you know he can't move as fast as you.
And then he got hit. He got hit in the hip, right off the rip. And there ain't nobody else to do nothing. Who else is there around?
Yeah, other niggas in the store.
Oh,
there were people in the store.
There were?
Yes.
Oh. Including the nigga that was in the white car that ran into the store too, right?
Correct. Y'all only see who was out the store, not who was in it.
And now, salute to the listen. And now, when the grand jury testimony gets presented, I've never been to Marathon Clothing, so let me walk you through it. Never been there. Somebody says they're into Marathon Clothing, and there's a connection to the Tash place or a connection to something in the back.
Back door.
And there's a break room back there somewhere.
With a computer and a desk.
Okay, so you tell me, if you hear gunshots in the break room, how long would it take you to strap up and get outside to the front?
I mean, is you gonna hear them from the break room? The break room is pretty far in the back. I ain't gonna lie.
You tell me.
I mean, if I had the door to the break room open, I possibly would have heard it. It probably would have sounded like a firecracker. I would say about 50 seconds, 60, if you're moving fast enough.
That's about right then. Because remember, that is around 30, 35 seconds or so.
So by the time you got from the break room to grab your shit to the front, it would have already been set in.
Right. Because remember, you see Cowboy coming back in the minute Eric Holder starts running away. On the camera 5 video, you can see it clearly on the camera 5 video. Like he basically maybe 2 seconds before Eric Holder turns and runs, you see Cowboy come back. Like it's literally that close, Keita, on a new video. Salute to get right.
So now you got to count how many seconds it took him to go through that door and come back out. I can guarantee you it was about a minute.
And not one nigga, I don't know who's in there, not one nigga that's in there ever comes out. As a matter of fact, somebody actually goes in. So we're gonna present the grand jury testimony.
The Black Protocol whenever Nipsey shows up. I think he said one by door, usually outside, supposed to be strapped up.
Okay.
So it's like nobody followed protocol that day, which is weird because he said that they always have the protocol like that whenever Nipsey is at the store.
And also, they would have to have that protocol now 3 to 4, 5 times a week, right? Because now that we know how often he was there.
Yeah,
how
but
often
3
he
to
would
4
just-
times a week, it's a parking lot full of people when he there too, though.
But that wasn't the issue. Was as the interviews are going on, it's a conversation of he's never there, or he was there randomly that day, right? Then the grand jury says no, he's there 3 to 4 times a week, doing the same thing, signing autographs, taking pictures, mingling with the fans, chilling in the car, smoking, whatever he's doing. That's the issue, because that's a discrepancy on Black Sam and Cowboy's conversation. For the grand jury testimony, now he's there 4 times a week now. Oh, okay. To Callie's point. So once again, how random would it be? Forget about the conspiracy theory. If I know someone is going to be somewhere at least 4 times a week, is it really random if I just show up and get
No,
into it?
because niggas be in that parking lot, so it was not no I'm randomly showing up.
There you
It's
go.
hamburgers, there's a fish spot in there. Niggas are there all the time.
All day, every day. So when he says, I'm going to go take me to Master Burger to get a burger, that's not random. That's probably something he do all the time. Per Keita. There's a spot, a barbershop, right? A tax spot, a cell phone spot. That's a neighborhood spot, right or wrong?
Yeah.
There you go.
Just stuck on the thinking about the protocol thing, you know. That's all I pretty much have for now. Cause,
Right.
I mean, if it's the same niggas at the store all the time that's following the protocol, whenever he's there, they have a certain protocol that they follow. It's like, why wasn't it followed that day?
I mean, is the protocol followed every day? Them niggas could tell you anything.
Yeah, that's kind of
I mean, when you got a nigga that's going, taking his daughter to school and showing up there random times of the morning, day and night, like, Nip would show up there without even telling anybody. You wouldn't even know the nigga there until you done rolled up to the mother.
Exactly. That's what paperwork says too.
So
you go there and smoke.
Yeah.
That's why. That's okay. Callie, that's
the people that work.
Right.
Yeah. That it wasn't just random. Whoever pulls up, you know, is there supposed to be on the lookout for Nip. You know, it was. I guess it was like whoever was working that day.
And I'm telling you, they selling you some bullshit. A protocol. You gonna have a protocol for a nigga that just randomly pops up?
And Callie, I think at this point, I think we can call that protocol bullshit, right? And especially after I read you the grand jury testimony, you're gonna call it bullshit even more. That's a lie. That's a flat out lie.
Bro used to really pop up out of like on some out the blue shit.
Now you know it's not a random because now all the evidence is pointing to it's not random. Like Keita's saying, bro will pop up time every day, take his daughter to school, it's in the paperwork, X, Y, and Z. So that's the nigga spot.
Like
that's
Uncle Kerry wasn't even, man, Uncle Kerry, when he went there, he was supposed to wait for my mama to take him up there to get some, he just got out of the pen, get some shit from Nip, because his mama told him to wait. He decided to wait for her and end up having Cuzzo take him up there and finally got shot with Nip. He was literally supposed to wait. And the only reason why he was going up there, Prince, my mama had already got him some shit, but the size she got him was too big. He needed a smaller size. So he was really like, Nip was like, you know, to keep that shit, we're going to get him some more shit. It's cool.
Yeah, because it says, that's crazy because it says in the paperwork that he got a big ass care package.
Yeah, they gave it to mama and it was too big. She gave him the wrong size.
He wanted a T, right.
And he was going up there to get the correct because he had somewhere to go. And my mama was my mama had some other shit to do, so she didn't just sit there.
And it said he was only there for 2 minutes before he got hit.
Facts.
Just pulled up in that SUV, right? Literally just pulled up, just talked to Nip, was thanking Nip for the care package, and boom, a boy came around that corner. Wow, that's crazy. Appreciate that. What else we got before we get into this paperwork, y'all? Because when we start reading this testimony, you already know. This is grand jury testimony, so I don't want to hear the paperwork fake, blase, blase, blah, 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 shiskumba. Like, you normally don't get access to grand jury testimony, but public pressure, media pressure, and everything got them to release it, so we got it. So y'all ping up and share the room. So just guaranteed facts, y'all. That's the reason we have the room for the week. Just we gonna set the record straight and put everything on the table. So, you want to get into the gun evidence? We can kind of talk about it. The passing gun theory is kind of debunked at this point. The best evidence I could present is they have videos of him running from the, I think it's called 58th place. We didn't know this before Cali, but whoever has houses over there gave up their video as well. So when the Lyft driver stages in that alleyway and then he gets out, puts his shirt on and takes the two guns, that's all on video too. So the person in the white BMW passing him the gun and all of that shit, that's kind of debunked at this point. And then you see him on the Masterburger camera running past with the revolver in his hand too. That nigga just had two burners in his hand, one revolver, one 9mm black semi. We're gonna get into witness one's testimony where she says that she's seen him with both guns at some point prior in their relationship. And she specifically seen one gun that day, that morning, on him, right? So that we kind of go over that as well. If anybody had any questions on that, come up the mic now. I think they found 10 or 11 shells at the scene. Obviously, the revolver's on leave shells, so that's a whole clip of 9. And then we can kind of get into Nipsey's autopsy, rest in peace, later on. There's going to be three volumes of these grand jury transcripts. Go ahead. Sorry. Who's talking?
That's debunking that conspiracy theory about him getting a gun from somebody, and I think it was another kind of story going around about a white person being involved.
Yeah, the person popped the trunk and all of that. They already got video evidence of him getting up and running up with the revolver and the black 9. So you can kind of debunk that. Because now, remember, the prosecutors have access to all those videos. Camera 6 was the one they were showing us from the back end of the car wash, but camera 5 is in front of the car wash. So that's the camera that can see directly into the Marathon clothing store. So that's the camera that picks up Nipsey and Eric holding them all having that conversation. Then they went back and got more cameras from the back of the alleyway. Whatever houses are back there somewhere, on 58th place and some other stuff, they're going to go over it. They get the cameras from those guys because they kind of see the path of travel of the Lyft driver as they come around and park in that back alleyway. So they have him on camera running up past the Masterburger. We just seen the Masterburger, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then when he runs back, you can see him clearly run back with two guns in his hand because he's on the camera of the Airbnb of the house that's over there too, and he has the revolver and the 9 in his hand. So there was no dispute whether he was a shooter or not. He ran up with the guns, hopped up.
So shot both weapons too.
Both weapons at the same time. And even in that camera 5 video, you can see Nipsey actually try to grab the gun, which I'd never seen before. Like, he literally reached out and tried to grab the gun, and that's how close Eric Holder was, and probably not even 2-3 feet away. If y'all want to hit that link up top to get with.
So he knew he was about to die, and he said, "You got me." Like those words, you got me.
Yeah, and it was confirmed that when Eric Holder walked up, he said, "You're through." Said, "You're through." That was his last words. I got 2 witnesses saying that.
So you got 2 witnesses saying they heard him say that, but they weren't able to stop him, but they was close enough to hear that? Okay.
100%, Keita. What I have in front of me, I got the grand jury testimony, volume 1, the people of the state of California versus 1 Eric Holder Jr. Bravo Alpha 475908, the grand jury of the county of Los Angeles, state of California, This is the reporter's transcript of the grand jury proceedings that happened on May 6, 2019. Witnesses that testified in front of the grand jury. Alejandro Guerrero. He's Spanish. Alejandro Guerrero. Herman Douglas. Kerry Louise Lathan. John Jameson. Tershun Timmermans. Witness one, who the prosecutor already named who that was. Lawrence Wynn. Ryan Sauls. Armando Mendoza. Michael Ramirez. Gerardo Amaral. Cedric Washington. It's every witness that testified in front of the grand jury. What was presented as evidence, exhibits in front of the grand jury? We have the indictment. The indictment hearing had a list of exhibits, including a 7-page document, numbered in order. You had a photo of one Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, a photo of Eric Holder Jr., an aerial photo, and help me out here, Keita, an aerial photo of 3420 Slauson Avenue.
That's the store.
A photo of a parking lot of 3420 Slauson Avenue. A photo of Shermy Villanueva. A photo of an injury to Shermy Villanueva. Another photo of Eric Holder Jr. A group photo in the parking lot at 3420 Slauson Avenue. A group photo again at the same location. A DVD of the station surveillance video, and I believe that Shell gas station had 2 cameras, camera 5 and camera 6, and that's directly across the street, Keita. And then the DVD of 58th Place
Behind the store.
And Master Burger.
The alley with the 58 leads to the alley, and then that leads to the parking lot of the store.
There you go. Some crop clips. They don't say where they came from. Another photo of the 3420 Slauson Ave parking lot. Another photo of the same lot. A photo of Eric Holder Jr.'s tattoos. I'm pretty sure he probably got some gang tattoos. That's probably why they took photos of him. Diagram of a semi-automatic handgun and a revolver. So that's the 2 murder weapons right there. And they were never recovered, by the way. Photo of a white car. Aerial photo of Crenshaw to West Boulevard.
How to do that?
How far is that?
Nigga, that shit runs the same way.
Aerial photo of Crenshaw Boulevard to West Boulevard.
So that mean they took a whole area photo of the overhills, basically.
Pretty
the
much.
Front of the over.
That's probably showing like a whole route then, probably. Maybe?
Yeah.
Photo of a styrofoam container. I'm pretty sure that was a styrofoam container that he had his food in. If you watch the video, Eric Holder kind of ate his food and left it on top of like a garbage can or something, then walked up with the guns. Really put his food down and then 2 seconds later walked up and he did that. Okay, Keita. Aerial photo of Slauson Avenue to the 405 freeway.
God damn.
That's probably the exit route that she took. Maybe.
Okay, you said the aerial photo starts where?
Slauson Avenue to the 405 freeway.
So that means they started by the cemetery to the entrance of the 90 to the 405.
Gotcha. Okay. Aerial photo of the video camera locations for camera 5, camera 6, camera 21. Where's that at? And Master Burger.
Probably the alley.
Okay. Video camera location for the 58th Place camera. Okay, so there's a camera on 58th Place.
Probably that corner camera of the Master Burger or somebody's house. It's a house that faced that.
And I believe, don't quote me, that might be the house that provided camera footage too. Because the getaway car is staged literally right in front of the house on 58th Place.
Yeah, that corner house by the alley.
Right. Gotcha. Another photo of Slauson Ave, same Marathon Burger. Another photo Second amount of the murder, clothing store. Another photo of the same clothing store. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 photos of the clothing store. Okay. A photo of the alley between Slauson and 58th Place showing styrofoam container and fries. So that's where he left the probably DNA and everything right there. Forgive me. We have the coroner's photo of Nipsey. Coroner's diagram. A photo of clothing on butcher paper. A black hoodie on butcher paper. A 3-page redacted rap sheet. A photo of the interior of Master Burger. I'm going to pause real quick. So, in context, this is prior to Eric Holder Jr. ever being indicted for the murder. So this is the grand jury. They have, I believe they had 24 jurors, and then one basically said they couldn't be objective because they already knew that he did it. So they went down to 23. So you have a panel of 23 jurors, and this is all the evidence that the detectives are presenting and the prosecution is presenting in the grand jury to get the indictment on Eric Holder. So look what they have already, plus witness statements testifying. I want to give everybody a context of why this is secret. Why this is kept secret. Everyone's nodding their heads, right? So, figuratively, you guys are nodding your heads, but look how much evidence they have initially. It's crazy. They also have a cartridge casing in the fired handgun photos. And that's all the evidence that they presented to the grand jury on this day. And then they're gonna have witness testimony. So if you're a juror on the grand jury, not only do you get presented this evidence, guess what you get to do when the witnesses stop testifying? You get to ask them any question you want. Because the grand jury proceeding is an evidentiary or like a fact-finding exhibition. Ask them whenever you want. They got immunity. They can't plead the fifth anyway. And you're going to see the style of questioning, and you're going to see that in real time, right? And you're also going to see the conversation of when you testify in front of the grand jury and you don't testify at the trial, it's easy for you to do that because the grand jury is secret. It's probably never going to come out when you do that, except when it does come out, right? Who do you guys want first? You guys want Cowboy's grand jury testimony first, or you guys want witness one's testimony first? Let me know in the chat real quick. I didn't know he was in the 60 no more.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. We doing Cowboy first? Come on, y'all get in that chat. Cowboy or witness one? Witness one is the driver. I remember what the prosecutor said in the movie. That was a prosecutor that was talking as well. That she just basically told everything because she had nothing to do with it. That was the point. But she was a suspect, so she had to tell everything and prove to the prosecutor that she had nothing to do with that. So, witness one, then Cowboy. We only got an hour. Witness one might take too long. Let's do Cowboy first. We'll do witness one next week. So you're gonna be Mrs. Anela Rocha, okay? Be Anela, and I'll be Cowboy.
Okay.
All right. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna go for the top. And then we get to it. Y'all pick up and share the room. Let me get this introduction out the way, and then we can get it done. This is important because this is what the actual grand jury is hearing, so I want to give it to you guys as a grand jury is hearing it, right? And this is on May, of 2019. It says, name of target is Eric Ronald Holder Jr. Target Eric Ronald Holder Jr. and witness one met in February of 2019. Witness one, who worked as a home healthcare worker by day and a redacted, but now we know Lyft driver by night, met Holder during a fair. Over the course of the next month, Holder and witness one spent time socializing together, including having one sexual encounter. During her brief friendship with Holder, witness one became aware that he was a Rolling 60s gang member. Witness one also learned that Holder usually carried a black semi-automatic handgun that he said he needed for protection. On Sunday, March 31st, 2019, witness one and Holder drove from Long Beach to LA to get food and shop. Holder directed witness 1 to pull into a strip mall at Slauson and Crenshaw Boulevard. Holder told witness 1 that he was going to get something to eat at a restaurant in the strip mall. As witness 1 pulled into the parking lot, she saw a man that she recognized as Nipsey Hussle, whose legal name is Herman. Witness 1 got excited and said, "Hey, that's Nipsey Hussle." Holder did not respond. Holder never told witness 1 that he knew Hussle, nor did Holder give witness 1 any reason to believe that he expected to see Hussle at that location. Once there, Holder went into the Master Burger restaurant to order food. After spending a few moments inside the restaurant, Holder walked over to a group of 3 men, including Hussle. So there was only 3 men initially. Holder spent several minutes talking to the 3 men before witness 1 got out of her car and approached the group to request a picture with Hussle. So the conversation happened for a couple of minutes before she got out and went there. While witness 1 waited to take a picture with Hussle, she heard Holder ask if he had ever snitched. Hussle calmly waved Holder off as if he did not want to talk to him. Witness 1 took a selfie photograph with Hussle, then returned to her car. Holder remained talking to Hussle for a few more minutes, then walked back into the restaurant. Holder left the restaurant with his food and walked back to Hussle for another brief conversation. Holder then returned to witness 1's car. So 2 conversations happened between Eric Holder and Nipsey Hussle, not 1. Once inside the car, Holder told witness 1 to drive around the corner. Witness 1, give me 1 second. Witness 1 followed Holder's instructions and drove onto Crenshaw Boulevard. She then noticed that Holder was holding a black semi-automatic handgun. It was the first time that day that she saw Holder with the gun. Holder started pulling back on the slide at the top of the gun and told witness 1 to drive around the block so he could do a drive-by. Doesn't say anything about the revolver yet, just a black semi-automatic handgun. Witness 1 refused. Holder then demanded that witness 1 pull into a parking lot located between Slauson and 58th Place. Holder got out of the car, put on a red shirt, and told witness 1 to wait and not move. Holder walked northbound through the alley, back toward the strip mall parking lot, and slowly approached Hussle's location. When he was within a few feet of Hussle, Holder displayed a firearm and fired several shots at Hussle and several other people who were sitting and standing within a foot of Hussle. Hussle, Kerry Lathan, and Sean the Waiver were struck by bullets and immediately fell to the ground. Hussle was shot multiple times. Lathan was shot once in his back, and Sherman Villanueva suffered a graze wound to his front waist area. Hussle died a short time after the shooting, and Lathan was hospitalized for his injuries. Villanueva suffered a superficial injury. This hearing concerns whether sufficient evidence will be presented to the criminal grand jury to indict Eric Ronald Holder Jr. for 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted, 2 counts of assault with a firearm, and 1 count of a felon in possession of an arm. Tentative witness list: Herman Douglas, Kerry Lathan, Sherman Villanueva, Alejandro Guerrero, witness 1, and Timmermans, Frank Zaragoza, Mrs. Anuel Rocha, Scott Turbert, Cliff Rose, Ryan Sauls, George Morales or Jorge Morales, Shedrick Washington, Michael Ramirez, and a representative from the coroner's office. Silky, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, y'all. 1 quick introduction on his testimony, and then we'll get into it. All right, so Herman Douglas is called as a witness before the grand jury of the LA. He was sworn and testified as follows. This is a 4-person. Do you solemnly state that the evidence you shall give in this matter, pending before the grand jury of the county of LA, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? At this point, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to be Herman Douglas, and then DBS is going to be the prosecutor.
Thank you so much. Go ahead and take that seat now. Thank you. Can you adjust that microphone so you can speak right into the microphone?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Did you leave your cell phone outside?
Yes.
Do you have any recording devices on you?
No.
All right. Please tell us your full name and spell your full name for us.
Herman Douglas. Herman Douglas. Douglas.
Thank you, Mr. Douglas. I just want to go over a couple of things and also tell you first, we started a little late today, and this is somewhat of our regular break time. And Mr. McKinney and I at a specific time need to leave the hearing room to go speak with judge about something. So we may have to interrupt your testimony very quickly. I'm not sure. It depends upon hear from our bailiff. So I apologize in advance, okay?
Okay.
So the other thing I need to tell you is that it's very important that you answer a question that you give us. If it calls for a yes or a no, that you say yes or no. If you say, like you just did previously, or yeah, it's somewhat ambiguous and not really clear. And if you do that, then Mr. McKinney or I will say, do you mean yes or do you mean no? Do you understand?
Yes.
The next thing is please wait until Mr. McKinney completely finishes with his question before you give us your response. His question is important that we get on that record for your answer. So if you cut him off, even if we know what the question is, then I have to go back and just make sure I get that question on record, all right?
Okay.
And I say this to witnesses every day and they forget. So don't worry if I have to remind you. It's not to make you uncomfortable. It's just to make sure that the record accurately reflects what you tell us, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Madam Foreperson, with your permission, may I?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Mr. McKinney. Mr. McKinney?
You can be Mr. McKinney.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Douglas, how old are you?
I'm 46.
Were you born and raised in Los Angeles?
Yes.
What part of LA have you spent most of your time?
The Windsor Hills area.
Okay. Is that South Central Los Angeles?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I do most jobs. I clean the parking lot. I do inventory, oversee packaging. I run the cell phone shop. I'm just on the team.
Bet. Okay. And when you refer to doing all those things, do you mean do those things for businesses that were owned, operated by Nipsey, Herman, Joseph, Ashdam, or Nipsey Hussle?
Yes.
Let me show you Grand Jury Exhibit 2. Can you see that it on the monitor? Oh, that's me again. Oh, Madam Foreperson, if you would raise the monitor for the witness, please.
She says, I'm sorry.
A little bit. Okay. And is that photograph of Herman Joseph Ashdam, also known as Nipsey Hussle?
Yes.
How long have you known, or how long did you know him before his passing?
I met him in 2003.
And if you could, how would you describe your relationship with him over the years?
Just a good friend, like a son, like a dad, just overall, all around friends. Good friend of mine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you say what year you met him?
2003.
Okay, and was his connection to the area at 3420 Slauson? What was his connection to that area? I'm sorry. Let me show the people Grand Jury Exhibit 4. This is the area that you referred to when you said a parking lot. I do inventory. You're talking about this area, correct?
Yeah.
What is this area?
It's a shopping center. It's a shopping center on Slauson and Crenshaw. Okay,
and looking at this exhibit, there's a strip mall with certain businesses labeled Master Burger, Tax Insurance, T-Mobile, Fish, Barber. Did the Ashdam family own and operate at this location?
Yes.
Now, own and operate all of the businesses there, or just some of them?
Okay, pay attention. Now, this is important because This is going to segue into the actual businesses that cooperated and produced the camera feeds, right? So we own most. They operate most of them. 2 businesses pay rent. The Master Burger and the tax place pay rent.
The witness, all right. Okay, go ahead. Oh, Mr. McKinney. Okay, before the break, I asked you about Nipsey. I'll call him Nipsey because that's what you called him, right?
Yes.
Nipsey's connection to this area, and you said that the family owned this entire plaza and operated shop, what was going to be the fish restaurant, the T-Mobile store, and the clothing store, correct?
Yes.
And then they leased out the business, the space for the Master Burger and the tax and insurance business, right?
We have the insurance company too.
Okay.
That's all storage though.
Okay. And just so the record's clear, you're referring to the grand jury exhibit 4. Go ahead. How often did Nipsey visit this area? Let's say in the year before his death. How often would he come by this location?
Okay, pay attention to this answer because this is important. If he was in town, I would see him just about. Maybe every morning he would roll up. Like maybe he'll catch me out there maybe 8:30 in the morning, 7:30. Or I would see him going down Slauson to drop his daughter off. If he was in town and he was home, he would show up just about every day, every other day.
Okay, in
the morning times?
In the year before his death, give us a little sense of how often that was.
I would say about 3 to 4 times a week if he's in town.
If he was in town?
Yeah.
How often were there some months when he wouldn't come at all? When he wouldn't come at all?
No.
Okay, so
if he had a busy work schedule or whatever, it might be. If he was in town, he was definitely coming by the shop.
So it is fair to say that he visited that area at least once every month in the year prior to his death?
Yes.
And would it vary depending on what his schedule was, whether he would be there a couple of times a week or maybe some weeks?
Yes.
Not at all?
Yes.
Okay. When visiting this location, were there public appearances where they announced his visits, or would he just stop by and just work the businesses?
He would just stop by.
When he was there, generally speaking, what would he do?
Normally, he would roll up. He'd just be in his car most of the time, texting or whatever. He would get out the car occasionally, talk to the people. But most of the time, he'd just roll up and basically sit in his car, you know? If he had an appearance or if it was a public event, then we would all know. So he normally would just roll up on his own.
When he visited on prior occasions, that's prior to March 31st, would he typically arrive there alone or with security?
Pay attention, y'all. Always by himself. He would always, the only time he would ever have security is when he was on the road or on tour. As far as being in the inner city or coming to the job, he never had security ever.
Okay, were you expecting to see him on March 31st?
No.
All right. When did you first become aware that he was at the location that day?
Just that day. I was doing my normal rounds or whatever it may be and looked out and he pulled up in the parking lot.
Approximately what time did he get there?
You know, I have no idea. But it had to be around lunchtime because I had just ordered my lunch. So I normally take a lunch around 1. So I'm not really sure of the exact time though.
And if you could tell us, was there anything distinctive about the way he was dressed that day?
Nipsey?
Yes.
Distinctive? I remember he had on some shorts.
Do you recall whether he had anything on his head?
Yeah, he had a do-rag.
And what color was that do-rag?
I'm not sure. I can't recall.
All right, let me show you.
I want to say blue. I'm not sure.
I'm going to show you a part of a video from the grand jury exhibit number 11. Before you do that, Mr. Douglas, can you explain to the grand jurors who may not know what a do-rag is?
It's like a wave cap to keep your hair. It's a wave cap. Something to keep your hair when you get it braided. Something to put on your head so it won't frizz up.
Thank you. All right, grand jury exhibit number 11 has a video from three different cameras actually. This will be cam number 6, and this particular clip has a date and time stamp at the top left. I'm going to go to let me go to 1342. And so 50 seconds and ask you to watch some of this video here. And I want to call your attention. Let me approach. I want to call your attention to the top right portion of this video as we look at it, okay? I'll start it at 1342:29, and we're looking up here. Exhibit 11, Cam 6 played. Now, in the interest of time, I'm going to advance this clip to 1346 and ask that you focus on that same. Did you see the dark color vehicle pull in the parking lot in front of the barbershop?
Yes, and just for context, this is one of the cameras that's attached to the Shell gas station, right? So Cowboy says, yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask that you continue to focus on that video, and I'm going to go to 1346. You see that person getting out of that vehicle?
Yes, yes.
Do you recognize who that is?
Yes.
Who is that?
It's Nipsey Hussle.
Okay, he's walking across the lot. Do you see him greeting someone?
Yes.
Do you know who that person is?
Rimpal.
And finally, someone just appeared to walk out of the Marathon store. Do you know who that is?
That's me.
So does this video clip accurately show Nipsey's arrival to the store that day?
Yes.
All right, now I'm letting that video play at this point. It's at 42:37. And while it's playing, it appears that Nipsey Hussle, and Rampal are all talking to each other in the parking lot. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you continue to talk to Nipsey and Rampal for the next, 10, 15 minutes or so?
Yes.
I'm going to pause that video at that point at 13:47:35. And I want to show the grand jury number 3. Do you recognize that person shown here?
Yes.
Who was that?
That's Shitty.
Do you know him by a name other than Shitty?
Eric now.
What did you know him by on that day?
Shitty.
Did you learn that his true name is Eric Holder after that day?
Yes.
Did you know him prior to that day?
Yes.
And what did you know him by before that day?
I just know he's from the neighborhood.
What does that mean, from the neighborhood?
He's one of the neighborhood homies, one of the homies from the hood.
Now, you testified earlier that this area of Crenshaw and Slauson is an area, well, maybe you didn't. Let me ask you, is there a gang that hung out there, sort of called the area where the shopping center is?
That's the Rolling 60s.
How do you know that it's the Rolling 60s?
Because that's where I'm from.
Okay, so you're a member of the Rolling 60s gang?
No, I'm an ex-member, but yes.
Okay, and what about Nipsey? Do you know if he was from the Rolling 60s?
Yes.
And what about Holder?
Yes.
You believe he was too?
Yes, he was.
Okay, did you see Eric Holder that day?
Yes.
And how did you first become aware that he was at the location?
When he pulled up in the car, Nipsey had spotted him, and he asked Rampal, "Is that Shitty?"
So going back to the grand jury exhibit number 4, you said when he pulled up in the car, first off, can you describe that car that you said you saw him arrive in?
I just remember, I think it was a white car. I really couldn't remember what kind of make. Maybe a Honda or something. I'm not sure. All I remember, it's a type of white car.
Okay. Did you see that car enter the parking lot from one of the streets?
Yes.
How did it enter?
Off of Slauson.
Okay, I'm pointing to Slauson Avenue.
Yes.
Did it enter the driveway closest to the barbershop?
Yes.
And that means that when it entered, it was facing southbound, correct?
Facing south.
Facing the Marathon store.
Yes.
And then did the car do after it pulled into the lot?
It turned.
Oh, it's my bad.
It turned in and parked over there by, I guess over by those red cars over there. It came across and pulled in right over here somewhere.
Over where I'm holding the pointer?
Yeah, somewhere close like that, about there.
So basically parked in front of the Master Burger, correct?
Yeah, but closer to these cars though, yeah.
That's closer to Slauson?
Yes.
And if you're going left to right, the number 2 car is a red car. So it was right in front of that car, right? Or front or behind that car?
Right in between these two, somewhere up in there.
Okay. Mr. Douglas, at the break, I think you were testifying about seeing Mr. Holder arrive. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And you described how he entered the parking lot in a white car from Slauson, correct?
Yes.
Was the driver or the passenger in that car?
Passenger.
Then that when the car first went by your location, he was closer to you than the driver's was?
Yes.
Are you testifying that the car went by Nipsey made some reference to him? Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, he made a reference to Grandpa. He was just inquiring, is that shitty? Because I think nobody hadn't seen him in some years.
Okay, so you heard Nipsey say, is that shitty, as the car went by?
Yes.
When he said that, did you look into the car and see Holder in the passenger seat?
No. The car had passed me, so I really couldn't see. I just overheard what he had said, and that's what got me curious of the car. And that's when Holder approached us.
Okay, so my next question was, you described the car coming to a stop in the parking lot adjacent to the Master Burger, closer to the northern row of cars parked in the lot. What happened next?
Sheedy got out the car and walked up and spoke to us.
Okay, and he approached you. Can you tell us anything about how he
didn't have a shirt on?
He had no shirt on?
He had no shirt on.
Do you call anything else about the way he was dressed?
Maybe he might have had on some shorts, jean shorts or something. I'm not sure.
Let me show you a grand jury exhibit. This is grand jury exhibit 8. Do you recognize this person in this exhibit?
Yes.
Who was that?
Sheedy Holder.
Okay, and did he appear, was his dress the same on that afternoon as he's shown in this exhibit?
Yes.
Do you know this is some sort of crop photo, but do you know the location where he was when this image was taken?
Yes.
Where was that?
Master Burgers.
Do you call approximately how long you were in the lot with Nipsey before Holder arrived?
Maybe a good 30, 40 minutes, maybe. About 30 minutes, something like that. 30, 40 minutes.
During the time period where you were with him, did you ever leave his side?
No.
Meaning Nipsey's side?
No.
And in that time period, from the time he arrived to the time Holder arrived, can you tell us generally what was going on? What was Nipsey doing?
Well, when he got out the car, we started talking. I was just telling him how proud I was of him about a video he had did a couple of days ago. Just talking about his career. He had just been in the studio, talking to Grandpa. Just talking about it felt like old times again, Just talking and reminiscing. A couple people jumped out when the autographs coming off the street. He signed a few photographs and talking to the fans.
Okay, and what was his attitude and demeanor like before Holder arrived?
We were just kicking back, laughing, having fun, just being himself.
Did his attitude or demeanor change any after the approach your group?
It didn't change really. He just had a patient, and like Nipsey was more or less trying to look out for the dude, was trying to help him, like basically warning the dude, like, yo, they got some paperwork on you. I haven't read the paperwork, but you just got to watch your back.
Okay. Let me stop you right there because I want to ask a question to get you to that point. Okay. So you testified after Holder got out of the car. Did you see the first place he went to after he got out of the car?
I think he came straight to us. Then he went to Master Burger, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure I think he came straight to us. I'm not sure.
Okay, but at some point, did he come to your group, correct?
Yes.
Tell us what happened as best as you can, including a conversation, if any, that you heard between him and Nipsey after he approached the group.
Well, I remember them shaking their hands. I remember Nip like, hey man, what's up, Where you been, bro? Like that. And he like, I've been gone. I've been gone. I've been out the way or whatever. And then Nipsey was like, man, they got some paperwork on you, I haven't read it, Like, you my bro, Like you need to maybe take care.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you there. And I hate to interrupt you, but can you explain what paperwork means?
Like he was in jail for snitching, or he had told on somebody or something. There's rumors going around that he had told on somebody, some particular stuff he may have told on, and this he had told him that he hadn't read it. I haven't read any paperwork. I don't know, but you need to address it, or basically telling the guy you need to be careful, because people got some paperwork.
All right, let me stop you there. In gang culture, paper is a term that usually refers to police reports or court documents, correct?
Yes.
So if a gang member says that another gang member, you better be careful because there's some paperwork, that says that you told or you snitched. What they were referring to is some police reports or some court documents that show the person was cooperating with the police, or maybe told something about a gang business or a crime or something like that. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that we follow up to this point in your testimony, you heard Nipsey telling that to Holder, correct?
Yes.
And he was telling Holder you might want to address that or take care of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what does that mean? Or what did that mean to you?
That means, like, say for instance, they had paperwork on me for being on Megan's Law. I'm going to go address it. Like, if I know I'm not bad or whatever, I'm going to come let somebody know. Like, hold up, or what's going on, I'm going to come clear. If there's some paperwork, I'm going to bring up my court papers. I just got out of jail for a case or whatever. I'm going to come to the hood with my paper and say, yo, look, this is what happened on the case. And maybe clear it up if I know I haven't done nothing wrong.
I mean, why would anyone who's a rolling 60s need to clear up or any accusation that's theirs paperwork that says they're snitching? I mean, why would they need to clear that up?
Well, if they're not snitching, they need to clear it up so they won't, get hurt or whatever it may be.
Okay, because in gang culture, snitching is not a good thing to be known to do, correct?
Yes.
What are some consequences that, let's say, flow from somebody who snitches?
Everything from getting beat up to getting killed.
Did Nipsey say specifically what Holder supposedly snitched about?
No.
Did he mention any names?
No.
Any cases?
No.
Any circumstances that could describe in terms of what snitching was about?
No.
Okay, now that we clarified that, please continue with what you heard from that point to where you left off.
So that's another important point, y'all. The prosecutor basically asked him, did Nipsey ever tell you specifically what he's snitched about? He says no. Any names? No. Any cases? No. Any circumstances? Anything? No. Also, that conversation, they're talking for 30, 40 minutes. Nipsey is talking to Eric Holder for approximately 3 to 4 minutes before witness one walks up and hears that heated conversation about snitching. So just for context, this is what's going on. Okay, so he's on me or you?
You're on 6.
26, okay. So when he told him, basically that he was kind of looking out for him, telling him to address the paperwork, then Shitty got to saying, oh yeah, they be hating on me. They be hating on me, And then Nip is like, so all y'all know what I'm talking about. And he was like, no, people be hating on me. Then he looked and he asked us, have we heard his rap? Have we heard his new song? He said, yeah, I've been in the studio. I did my new song.
Who said that?
Shitty. He asked us, have we heard it? And we're like, nah, we haven't heard your song or whatever. And I think at the time he might have shook our hand again. And I think he might have peeled off to go to the car, talk to the girl or something. Then he went back to the Master Burger.
Oh, that's when they seen him going in there? Remember it on the video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But he went back to the car and goes back.
Yeah.
He actually tried to get the money. Maybe he was like, why did he go back a second time? Because he didn't have enough money to pay for his food. So he had to go back into the car to get money from our girl to go back and pay for his food.
Okay, that's killer. Okay, what was the conversation that you witnessed in that time period? Mainly a conversation between Holder and Nipsey. Yes.
Give me one more second. That also kind of puts into suspect the fact that witness one said that Eric Holder said they were going to go shopping because he ain't had no money at all to even pay for whatever Master Burger was. So where you going shopping? Whatever. Keep going.
All right. You are at. I think you're at. Where we at? Shit. Hold on. Okay, here we are. Okay, there you go. So you're at line 19, I believe.
Yeah, I chimed in a couple times, and when he started to mention the songs and I looked at him, he just looked kind of weird. Like, I don't know, maybe he was high or whatever it might be. I'm going to stop right there. So Cowboy is saying that as he's talking, he thinks that Holder is high X, Y, and Z. the prosecutor told you that Eric Holder was a documented schizophrenic. If you watch the video on Tubi, you'll see the search warrant and everything they executed. It's so much medicine in a medicine cabinet, right? So I put into the chat, does that change anything that this guy was a schizophrenic? In the court of law, it didn't, because they said that even though he had schizophrenia, right, that didn't contribute to what he did that day.
Yeah, but that wasn't a secret. Everybody knew that, though. Everybody knew the nigga was crazy. He been crazy.
And if he was off his meds, I know a situation that happened when someone that was suffering from schizophrenia killed their friend that they actually had love for because they looked at him as an enemy because they were off their meds. They hadn't had their meds like a month. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
I don't know how often you deal with anybody or if you know anybody that's schizophrenic. But just for context wise, adds another layer.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so
that's what I say, Key. I'm sorry.
I said niggas already knew he was crazy. This ain't his first crazy shit he done did.
I think you at line 23. I think.
Okay, basically I had told Nip at one point, come on, let's go in. So at one point, Cowboy's telling Nip that let's go inside as he's talking to Shitty. Let's scat, you know. Let's S, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just check in. In that parking lot, we don't hang out much like that. So Nip is there, you know, we hang out for a little bit. It's time to get inside. So I had, you know, we've been out there too long already. Remember, he said 30, 40 minutes, they're parlaying outside, right? He said they've been out there too long already. And basically I told him, come on, let's go inside. And I think at the time we started to sign somebody else's autograph, but that's a little bit later.
Was there anything about Holder that you feel like you wanted to get Nipsey away from him? I
mean, it was a straight snake move. Something in my gut. I feel something in my gut, and I asked myself, like at that split second, I asked myself, why do I feel this way, you know? Just his presence made me I had an uneasy feeling about him. His demeanor and the stuff he was saying, it was no hint of any animosity. There was no hint of nothing. Like I said, it was like a straight snake move. Had he had any type of words, I would have escorted him out, you know? Had it just had, you know, any type of, you know, it was just a straight snake move. I never in a million years would have thought he would come back and done that, you know? Judging by the conversation. I understand somebody's arguing and somebody leaves out. You kind of expect that, but there was never no argument. It was never, like I said, Nipsey was basically looking out for him, telling him that, you know, I haven't read it. I don't know if it's true or not, but you need to address it. That's what Nipsey was doing.
And what about Holder's attitude? I know you said that this was a conversation that didn't seem particularly heated to you, right?
Yeah.
They were both speaking in a normal tone of voice, right?
Yes.
Did you feel anybody was disrespecting the other person?
I'm going to pause right there real fast. So, in this situation, you have to either believe Cowboy, Witness 1, and the video. To either determine if that's a heated conversation or a calm conversation. It's only one of the two.
All right.
Let's continue.
Okay. Let me show you in an exhibit. This is Grand Jury Exhibit 9. Okay, so do you recognize what's shown in this exhibit?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you questions specifically now. This is an exhibit that shows the parking lot in front of the Marathon store, correct?
Yes.
Do you see this white car here off to the right of the exhibit?
Yes.
Is this the car Holder arrived in?
That definitely looks like it, because at some point in time, they're facing this way. And at some point in time, they're facing that way, because I remember him going over there and then going back to the car. So when he first pulled in, he was facing that way. So at some point in time when he was talking to us or whatever, she must have busted a U-turn, because then she was back the other way.
Okay, you're referring to the white car when it first came in.
Right. When it first came in, it was facing that way.
It was facing the fence?
Yep.
And at some point, it must have turned around and faced the direction you guys were.
Exactly, because I looked at the car. I noticed it might have had some dice or something in the window when I remember looking at it. Because for some reason, he went from Mastersburgers back to the car. And now we know that was because he didn't have enough money, right? And was talking to her. And that's how I had a chance to see her in the car, a dark-skinned female.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can identify some of the people who's in this photo. This photo has a number of smaller photos and set with arrows. So first, this person here, what appears to be a white cloth head, is that Nipsey?
Yes.
And so the exhibit accurately where Nipsey was standing.
Yes.
This person over here, arrow pointing to you, is that you?
Yes.
All right. And this arrow down here at the bottom is pointing to a young man. Is that Grandpa?
Yes.
Okay. Then there's an arrow off to the right pointing to somebody with a question mark in the box. Do you know who that person is?
Could have been a barber, maybe. I'm not. Oh, her right there?
No.
Oh, him?
This person right here.
Oh.
If you don't know, that's fine. I mean,
I'm not sure.
Okay, now this person looks like a short person with dark colored shorts and a white t-shirt. Do you know who that is?
It looks like Ingrid that was bringing my food. It looks like her. I'm not sure.
Okay, let me ask you another question. And you need, I'm sorry, Mr. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Douglas, but you do need to speak into the microphone. And so you said that looks like Ingrid who was bringing your food, correct?
Yes, I said it looks like.
Okay, go ahead. At some point after Holder approached your group and there was this conversation that you described as, did another young woman walk up and take a picture with Nipsey?
Yes.
Who was that person?
It was, I think, an older lady. Had said she wanted a t-shirt, if I'm not mistaken. At the time we were talking, she might have signed, I want to say 2 autographs and maybe took 2 pictures.
Did you ever see the driver of that white car approach your group?
No.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. You said some other people came up for autographs or something, and were those women or men?
There was a couple, I think. 1 guy, 2 guys came and took photos, and I think maybe 2 different females might have came and took some photos too.
Okay. So do you know where they had to come from?
Just in the parking lot, leaving out the store. The lady, she had left out the store and said to Nipsey, "Oh, I got a shirt. Can you sign it for me?" Basically, we get tourists around the world every day prior to this, so just in the parking lot.
So you can't say where one of the women specifically came from. You can't say where they came from, but someone came up to him for a picture.
Definitely the couple. They definitely came out of the store with their marathon bags. So definitely 2. 2 to 3 of those people came out of the store. So the store was operational during that time. Pay attention.
Okay. And
they had bags and they had stuff for him to sign.
And a woman wanted him to sign a t-shirt.
Yes.
And then were there 2 other women or 1 other woman?
I want to say 2, people approached him, If he's not taking care of business and he's out there taking pictures, people will approach him,
So my question to you is, Mr. Douglas, do you know where those additional women had come from? Or you didn't see where they had come from? You just saw that they got close to him and then they asked him?
Yes, like we were talking and maybe they come up behind us and like, "Oh, can I get an autograph?" Like we're in between a couple of cars, so people come behind us and say, "Hey, Nip, can I get a picture or whatever?"
Okay, so there was someone, you just don't know where they came from.
Yeah, they were in the parking lot.
Okay.
They were in one of the stores, maybe.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Douglas. Go ahead. Okay, and for the record, this is a grand jury exhibit number 9. The one person I didn't ask you about yet is the person at the top who you previously identified as Eric Holder. Hard to see him in the group, but is it fair to say that this taken during the conversation that you described Holder having with Nipsey?
Yes.
During that conversation, do you recall a young woman walking up and right in the middle of the conversation taking a selfie with Nipsey? Do you remember that or not?
And this is the actual driver that they're trying to get him to say that they remember her taking that picture. And they actually have the selfie in the jury exhibit that she
They did. I saw it.
It says, so I remember somebody came. I think I remember. If it wasn't 1, maybe 2 people might have did selfies. I'm not sure. He took a couple photos.
Okay, let me go back. I'm going to show you that video that I showed you earlier. This is camera 6 from grand jury exhibit number 11, I believe. Yes, the same one as the last time, camera 6. Yes, exhibit 11, camera 6 played. I'm going to fast forward through the time to about 13:55 as it appears on the video. I'm not going to be able to place it precisely, so I'll just start it here at 13:55:17. So in the lot at this point is you, Grandpa, and Nipsey talking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you. And you guys are right here at the top of the image, right?
Yes.
Now, we just saw a white car pull in. Did you see that?
Yes.
Is that the car that you testified Holder was in?
Yes.
So at this point, 13:56, Nipsey had already looked at the car and said, is that shitty?
Yeah, yes.
So at this point, while the car is sitting there at 13:56, it looks like a gentleman came from out the store, walked up, appears to be getting some kind of autograph or something. Did you see that?
It appears like that.
Is that true?
Yes.
And standing next to Nipsey, still you and Grandpa, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, look at the white car at the bottom, 13:57. Is that Holder getting out?
Yes.
And at 13:57, did you see where he went to?
Yes.
Where do you go?
Master Burger.
Okay, 13:57. It appears that the car arrived in the turning. All right, it's now turning. Now it's facing your direction, correct?
Yes.
And I want you to focus on the Master Burger at the top of the screen. Do you see that person that just walked out at 13:58?
Yes.
Follow him. Is that Harry Holder?
Yes.
He appears to not be wearing a shirt. Is that correct?
Yes.
And as he appears to come over and shake Nipsey's hand at that point, is that true?
Yes.
All right. So the group at this point is Nipsey, Grandpa, you, Eric Holder, and this person who came out of the store for what appeared to be an autograph, correct?
Yes.
Do you see the young lady getting out of the white car?
Yes.
All right. At 13:58, she walks up to the group of you. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Did you notice her at the time?
Not at all.
Okay.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Douglas. I want you to continue to watch, okay? 13:59 or so, it looks like she walks in the middle of the group. Did you see that?
Yep.
And are you still standing there with Grandpa, Eric Holder, and this person who I'll call a fan, the one who got the autograph? The young lady is next to Nipsey. Nipsey here. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, standing to his right side.
Now said yes.
And he puts it looks like he puts his arm around her at about 13:59. He leans back on the car. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you know what happened at that moment?
No.
Do you know whether she took a picture with him at that moment?
I don't know.
Okay. In any event, she appears to go back to the white car. Do you see that?
Yes.
Did you notice that at that time, or are you seeing it for the first time right now?
First time.
Okay, after she returns to the car, there's still the same group of men that's standing there, including Nipsey and Eric, correct?
Yes.
In fact, up here, it looks like Nipsey's talking directly to Holder, Grandpa, and you are standing right here in the group. Is that true?
Yep.
Exhibit 11 played. And we're continuing to watch the videos. Now at 14:01, it appears that Nipsey's talking directly to Holder and was even gesturing with his right arm a little bit. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
It is during this time that they were having a conversation that you previously testified about.
Yes.
Regarding snitching?
Yes.
At 14:01, a black SUV pulls up and it's to the south side of you or to the right side of images as we look at it here, correct?
Yes.
Do you recognize that car?
I don't know the car offhand. I think I recall who was in it that day. I'm not sure. That day was the first time I seen that car, but I think Kerry was in that car.
Okay, my Mac's about to lose power. Shit. If I don't plug it in, I'm glad it told us. Shit. Did you say Curry was in that car?
Yes.
Curry, Cerry or Cerri?
I just call him Curry.
Cerr. Okay, I just call him Curry. Okay, cool. Male or female?
Male.
Thank you. Okay, I paused it at 1402. This person here, directly across from Nipsey, with the light colored jacket, it looks like the passenger of that black car walked out and went up to Nipsey and is greeting him. Is that Kerry Lathan?
Yes.
Correct? All right, and this is person walking away from the group, Eric Holder, correct?
Yes.
Okay, at 1402, it appears that Holder goes back into the Master Burger. Did you see that?
Yes.
Now, you testified at some point that you saw Eric Holder walk back over to the car, correct?
Yes.
At 1403, it appears that Holder walked up to the driver's side of the car. Is that what you were testifying about seeing?
Yes.
And we're talking about the white car, correct, Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
At 1404, it appears as he walked to the white car and back into Master Burger. Is that correct?
Yes.
Meanwhile, you, Nipsey, Grandpa, Lathan are still gathered at the top of the video having a conversation, correct?
Yes.
And generally during this time after it's what you describe as people just stopping by saying hello, getting autographs, that kind of thing, correct?
Yes.
I want to call your attention now back to the top of the video at the Master Burger door. It appears that Holder walks out at 1404 as the white car parks. He walks back over to your group again. Do you see that? He looks like he shakes Grandpa's hand or daps him up, meaning kind of giving him a pound. And then he immediately leaves with something in his hands back towards the white car. Is that what the video shows?
Yes.
Do you recall that happening?
No.
As the car pulls base at 1405 or at the top of the screen, still appears that you were there. You're holding something, is that right?
Yes.
What did you have in your hands?
My lunch is a starter ball.
And the white car leaves the parking lot at 1405, and at the top of the screen, it appears as you, Grandpa, Lathan leaning against the car, Nipsey in front of him. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. This person in the pink shirt, do you know him? Do you know someone named Shermy? Do you recall the driver of who brought Lathan?
Yes.
Okay. Now you stayed out with this group of men having a conversation for a period of time before you left. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where did you go when you left?
I walked into the Marathon store, and from the Marathon store, there's another door that leads into the insurance company. So there's a break room in the back of the Marathon store. So you have the Marathon store, there's a storeroom, and then an insurance. So we have a break room.
Is that where you went?
Yes.
What did you go there to do?
To eat my lunch.
When you left, did you leave Mr. Lathan, Nipsey, Grandpa, and Lathan's nephews, Shermy, in the parking lot?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to fast forward a little bit to 1410. And you let, just for the record, you let it continue to play until approximately 1407. Yes, and I'm going to start it back up at about 1410. And do you see yourself walking into the store at this point?
Yes.
So that was you walking into that door?
Yes.
All right, here's Nipsey. Is that correct? With the white rag on his head?
Yes.
Mr. Lathan up against the car.
Yes.
We got Grandpa and Shermy, correct?
Yes.
Let me pause it right here because obviously you couldn't see what was happening at this moment, correct?
Yes.
Pick up the story where you enter the break room. What happened next? Well, let me, I'm sorry, pardon me. Mr. McKinney said while watching this that you entered that door. Can you tell us which door you entered in so that we know in watching this video and that the record reflects that? So which door?
Well, it was the one that says the Marathon next to the T-Mobile sign, to the left of the T-Mobile.
All right, and that's the top almost right corner of the picture, correct?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. So now you're going to pick up where you went into the break room.
So I walked into the Marathon store, walked around the counter. When I got to the break room, sat down with my salad, I heard the gunshots. I heard maybe a few gunshots. I started running out to the front. I heard some more gunshots. When I got to the front, I seen Nipsey on the ground and seen Holder running.
Okay, where did you see Nipsey on the ground at?
From that angle, I say maybe by that white car up in there. I could see him just on the ground.
All right, when you say white car, you're referring to, well, you know what, better yet, an exhibit, grand jury exhibit number 15. I'm showing you grand jury number 15. Do you recognize what's shown in this exhibit?
Yes.
What does it show?
It shows me helping them.
When you ran after hearing the shots and running out the Marathon store, the parking lot, you testified that you saw Nip down. Is that correct?
Yes.
Nipsey down. Is this where you saw him?
Yes.
Okay, and it appears that in this exhibit that you were leaning over him trying to render some kind of first aid. Is that correct?
Yes.
You testified that one of the other things that you saw when you came out was Holder running away. Did you testify that?
Yes.
Let me go back to the grand jury exhibit number 4. Can you point to or describe something that this exhibit that shows where you saw you rendered the parking lot from the store?
Right, guys, we're gonna pause there.
Oh shit, we over.
Yeah, this is the grand jury testimony. Salute to Suka, we appreciate it. The one Herman Douglas, aka Cowboy. We also played the Tubi Nipsey Hussle behind the murder. I think we kind of answered a lot of questions as of right now. What we have left is we have 2 more volumes of the grand jury testimony left. We got to finish up Cowboy, and we also have witness 1, who basically talks about all the interactions between her and Eric Holder throughout that day. So hope you guys enjoyed the content.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.